Prison guards torture some inmates. Did some hikers high on mushrooms just have to be rescued? And what would you say? You shouldn't knock it until you try it.
Okay, we'll get to them coming up in a bit, as well as a wet trash alert on the way. But first, although this should be over, dispatched the other morning to a Speedway convenience store in Norwich. After a 911 caller advised there was a naked white male screaming at someone at the side of the road. Great. Oh, that's a good one.
Issues with his boyfriend, so he had to last
with his leg. I saw They're not very relaxed back there. Despite that, has quite a list of previous convictions. Filing false documents.
I know why they let him go, because it just looks like he's half a slob.
So his name's Roach?
Yeah.
In the UK.
Probably a lot of public spaces, you know, public bus stops and stuff like that. But they did release footage and a photo to try and capture him. Incredible. That's not
Well, you think he knew? He was like, uh-oh. And maybe he doesn't remember. But then it's like clear as day. You're like, oh man, that's me on that bench.
like you can't deny it, right?
Yeah. Well, he tried. He did, in one sentence, denied it, and then admitted to it. In one sentence.
That's not me. Oh, wait, that is me.
Yeah. That ain't me. I've never done that. Well, that is me.
Man, that's how wasted you are, right? You don't realize you're the bus stop during that. You must be wrecked.
I think he's wrecked in every photo we've seen.
His exact quote is, "That's not me. I've never done that before, but that is me."
Yeah.
All in one sentence.
Oh, well. Don't do that.
Don't do that at the bus stop. All right, two former Oklahoma County jail guards have been sentenced for punishing inmates. Is that insane? It's just kids watching it over and over. Yeah, parents playing it. That's
I honestly think, like,
That's not gonna make me calm down.
any song played over and over and over, that should be driving mad. But then for a little, I'll time it better next time.
Well, that was hot.
Yeah.
Part of it, right? When you eat mushrooms and then you're like, you don't know 2 hours after like 3 days.
Oh my God.
What town is this? I want to move there.
Yeah, what town is
As of right now, the future for this statue is up in the air. The county is estimating the cost to move it anywhere between $20,000 and $50,000. One resident gave the suggestion of possibly auctioning it off and using that money to donate to the Arts Council here in the county. Reporting in Hollister, I'm Lisa Falon, KSPW Action Music.
You just smash it.
money.
I would just smash it.
Yeah. I got a lady named Coleman.
But see what he's trying to go for.
Yeah.
He should have maybe added 6 more rocks to it, and it wouldn't have looked as phallic. But it's just funny the stuff we get all bent out of shape about that.
The layers are stupid in this.
Oh, it's
You guys said you had lots of suggestions for this, so
but yes.
my question for you is pretty open this morning. It can cover all sorts of different things, but if I said, what would you say, don't knock it till you tried it, to? What would you say? And let's get anal out of the way. Okay? Is that what I'm going to say? That's because I know that's going to be a ton of people. Because over the years, that's what so many people have said to us. Like, yes,
calling your friend calling.
Yeah. What's your example of don't knock it till you try it? Anything from a weird food to a weird sex position. 46969. Now, Chuck, you have been expanding your food horizons of late.
Yes.
Is there any food that you can now say don't?
I would be like, hey man, let's go. Like you gotta, like I just gave you a kidney, man. So we want this thing to last as long as possible.
Yeah.
It'd be hard for Chuck to say no to working on the weekends. I still would.
Yeah. Hey, Chuck, you know we got to do that thing on Saturday, right?
I can't.
You know, well, I got that other
nothing.
My kidney is going to be there, so we're going to have to.
Never given me his kidney. He's contractually obligated to have both his kidneys at the event.
You got one.
Sorry.
So, yep, you got to be there.
Won't be there. Going to Dairy Queen.
Take a minute. What's this?
I'm telling you, if I was doing her about, I do think, like, if even myself, if I gave something to someone else, I would be like, hey man, come on, like, that's a big sacrifice. Why not, like, take this opportunity to, like, fully better yourself in every way? Amazing guy, that Greg, though.
Yeah,
oh my God, like, you could see it.
Yeah.
Dude, do you think that like he's just gonna always remind everybody all the time about how he is? That's what I would do if I gave a kidney to somebody.
I feel like he
I'm
will.
gonna take my time getting there, you know, because I gave a kidney to somebody.
Oh, right. Okay.
And he's going to be a little bit late because that 5 years ago he gave that kidney.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Remember what everybody
What is that Kurt saying?
It says I gave a kidney to somebody.
You got that in every call.
It's like the whole side of it. It's like a mural. It's got a vanity plate that says donor. Yeah. It says one less kidney.
Man, yeah, we got it, dude. You gave your kidney.
Yep.
You gave your kidney to someone.
10 years ago. Like it really is.
Yeah.
But I do get the whole, like, the people saying, hey man, like what if your kid?
Right.
Like that to me, that'd be like a real fear. But this guy's just like, no, we'll cross that if it ever happens.
If it does ever happen.
It's like I'd be like asking for money from that person all the time. I'd be like, let me borrow $20. I remember when I gave you my kidney.
Oh,
Thanks for that kidney. Hey, there's that 20.
Man,
That's what I
I guess. Here's the money.
Tell ya. Yeah.
All right, so we have been talking about this scam for a long time now, but it's now become one of the top scams in the country. The one where they clone your kid's voice, claiming they were kidnapped. It's happening all over America. The latest, it happened to a mom in Arizona named Jennifer. She got a call from a weird number. When she picked up, she heard her 15-year-old daughter sobbing on the other end of the phone. It was all done, though, by voice cloning. Here's that good story.
The number was left from Jennifer Stefano almost let it go to voicemail. But her 15-year-old was out of town skiing. Maybe there had been an accident.
I pick up the phone and I hear my daughter's voice and it says, Mom, and she's sobbing. And what happened? And she's like, Mom, I messed up. And she's sobbing and crying. And then I hear a man's voice say, put your head back, lie down. And then I'm like, wait, what's going on? And this man gets on the phone and he's like, listen here, I've got your daughter. This is how she is now. Call the police. You call anybody. I'm going to call this in Mexico. And at that moment I started shaking. I'm like, what? In the background she's going, help me, Mom, please help me. Please call me. And then I should do that. But that was
And I had a feeling it was a scam, but I wasn't taking a chance with my daughter. So I went into a Walgreens. Like I was going to pay on the Western Union.
Yeah.
And I told him the system was down. We bought time to go to a Walmart or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, it's 10 by 12.
We'll take a break. When we return in a moment. There's more to come. Did a high school student reporter bust a principal's resume? What did an Australian man discover using a discount metal detector? And what new flavor of jerky hot dog features Kobe beef sausage? Oh, yeah. White Alba truffles, Cristal champagne foam, gilded peppercorns, and then
a chocolate crumble.
Sweet down the side.
So taste it and call it dramatic.
I was expecting diarrhea all the way out. Sure, let's get diarrhea.
Champagne foaming. It's yes to all of them. Isn't it time for a Dunkin' Run? Great deals on food for $1, $2, or $3 with a medium or larger coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. $3 offer available. As a leading agricultural university in the world, MSU is reimagining what is possible using slightly emerging challenges planting the seeds for a stronger tomorrow. Spartans will. Learn more at msu.edu. Necessary, must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable casino only safe credit that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. Full terms at FanDuel.com/casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit FanDuel.com/RG. This segment of Dave and Chuck the Freak is brought to you by Bricklayers Local 2. Apply to Bricklayers Local 2 today to earn over $37 an hour with pension and benefits. Plus, get a signing bonus up to $2,000. You can apply now at bricklayers.org. That's bricklayers.org. Forecast at the moment, right now, the roads from this way.
South Hill Freeway northbound between Grand River and 7 Mile, there's a close to slow traffic. 96 express lanes eastbound between Grand River and Schaefer. Construction closing from left lane. 96 eastbound between Kent Lake Road and 676 reduced to 2 lanes, except for New Waterford Main Street shopping experience. Truckloads of overstocked goods from the largest store. Pricing starts at $12.
Made an unauthorized entry at the Smith Funeral Home in Monroe, Louisiana. It is apparently about 9 miles away. The main entrance cell phone was showing people while the business was closed to the public. Arrested on a felony unauthorized entry charge. Police answered the questions from the cops. He was released yesterday from the local jail after posting a $1,500 bond.
I wonder what, like, depending on the things you're in there for, your kind of either, they might leave you alone.
There's certain things where they'd be like, damn, that dude's crazy.
Yeah, he doesn't look crazy. He's pretty, does he look like he's got a sweet 90?
Oh my god. That would be
exactly, dude. Exactly. I can't exactly.
Much was
It's bad.
but it's still horrible.
Yeah.
In other news, a food courier arriving at JFK Air, place called Cortland's University.
Well, that's a bit of a big lie. If you didn't really get a master's doctorate.
The Kansas City Star picked up the student story and looked into it even further, and they found that the Department of Education could find no evidence. Yeah, there's this incredible reporter. Yeah. Oh, stop it. Well, there'll still be a couple.
No.
What followed was an investigation by the school, and the principal has just resigned from her $93,000 a year gig.
Wow.
So probably just did a Google search of that school and nothing came up, and then it red flags.
Exactly. And this fireball producing meteorite could make someone rich. The space rock, or rock snatch, appears to have broken out over the border with Canada just before noon Saturday, bringing along a fireball visible in the middle of the day and audible sonic booms. The fireball was spotted from quite a distance away. Ball was bright red, smoke trailed very white, was very bright against the clear sky. Right, as large as 11 ounces could have fallen as well. And they are believed to have landed along a wooded stretch of land, this area in Maine that crosses the U.S.-Canada border. $5,000 reward.
Yeah. Unless they get something bigger than that, and you just
Hold out for more?
oh yeah. They're worth a lot of money, man. Like a lot of money.
This Maine Mineral and Gem Museum maintains an extensive collection of specimens, including the largest intact Mars rock on Earth. They say they want meteorite hunters to brush up on what meteorites look like before they go searching.
What do people bring in?
There's just piles of rocks.
You know what it is?
Here you
Like,
go.
Well,
Got it!
there's a lot of rocks out there that like have a little bit of like magnetism to them. And so like when they stick them to they're like, oh, you got one. Like I found a rock that was like this big, and my metal detector was going crazy on top of this rock. And I was like, what the hell is this thing? And I think it was just high air content. Again, meteorites, they look like they went through the sky and rolled up, you know what I mean? Like that's what they look like. So, it looks like a normal rock.
This is a rock of a different kind than an Australian man found. Australia's Golden Triangle may be named for the abundance of its cereal grains, but it has also been great ground for gold prospectors. It was recently decided for a once-in-a-lifetime find, a 10-pound chunk with 83 ounces of gold inside. They say it's probably worth more than $160,000. The guy who found it wishes to remain anonymous. They say that he found it, though, with a discount metal detector. The guy who works at the place that valued it said they were just gobsmacked. The guy dropped it into my hand and said, do you think there's something to this? And I looked at him and said, there's a lot to this. There's a picture of what he found there.
Yeah, that's gold?
That is gold in there.
There's like gold inside of it. It looks like a chunk of fat or a tumor or something. Yeah. It's really weird, right? It's, I don't know. It's like, I don't know what gold is inside of it. It's quartz or if it's...
He was using, because it's so big, I guess, they showed up, but he was using gold, like radio shares.
Largest gold resource.
They do. We'll take a break, and when we come back in just a moment, what new flavor of jerky has just been revealed? And what's up with the Asians? What shock did the cops get when they arrested an 82-year-old man? All that and more on the way after this.
More to come from Dave and Chuck the Freak.
That's long enough.
Chuck the Freak.
performance room. Hello, chick. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Chick. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold. Good morning. I'm Chicky D, and here's Tom.
Remind me of the Taylor place yesterday. This burger.
Where was it?
Right now, we're going to hook up with the handsome factor is about to go way.
Wait a minute. What did you just do? Did you ask that question off the air?
Sorry, I forgot I was waiting for Al. Al Jackson joins us. Once again, it looks like he's at the back wall of Wrigley Field. Is that a leather jacket?
No, that would be weird to have a leather jacket on in the house this early, but it would also be really cool. And maybe that's gonna be my next. This is obviously tracksuit. I'm full. This is not a joke. These are all tracksuits all day.
Love it.
And I'm wondering.
Yeah, by the way, I recorded the conversation, Al. It's my new car alarm.
No, but we were talking about there are a couple of gentlemen that you know. They are that guy. They wear a suit all the time, even on the weekends. I even brought up your father, and I said, well, Tom's dad always wore a suit.
Not a tracksuit.
No, a suit. He's talking about.
My dad was on Saturday.
And this gentleman is an elderly gentleman, but he always wears a nice suit, and he had on a crew t-shirt with it last night. He looked very nice, very dapper. I think it's a cool look.
It's a commitment, but I've committed to tracksuits for a while. Like, I've been wearing tracksuits. I wear tracksuits on stage now, which is where I am. It's like I leave the club and go straight to the dog track. But I think that I can pull off the suit, but it's just like, do I want to do that all the time? And I think the answer might be yes. I think I might be ready.
Al, you're a fashionista anyway. You could do it. You look good in a suit.
I don't hear anything from the fellas. I feel a lot of silent judgment.
No, man.
Al,
I'm on board for tracksuits. I've gotten a bunch of track jackets recently. I'm on board with you, but wearing a suit all the time with a tie is stupid.
No, he
On the
didn't.
weekends, he wore jeans. He wore a white Hanes V-neck t-shirt and loafers with no socks. That is it. That is all he wore. I never saw him with a shirt on with a logo on it. I never saw him with a polo shirt. I never saw him with a striped shirt. I never saw him with a Cleveland Browns shirt. He wore the same. It was like Jim Harbaugh, like a uniform.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. And your dad was a black attorney. This guy said his partner always wore, he always wore a dark pinstripe suit. The white defense attorney told me he would never do that. He would dress as he put it back in the day.
That was the psychology behind that at all. And what you put on, especially in court, I mean, if you're going to court, they'll tell you to get a haircut or shave your head or, you know, that was impressed. That's exactly how you, you're like, oh, I like the way Tom is rocking that hat. Oh, I couldn't pull off leather pants with Christy Lee. I like the way she rocks it. Like, that's exactly, how did you know that?
Dumb luck.
I think Tom is sneaking off to pull on Sunday night.
Oh, how wrong you are. Okay, Al, I'll give you one more.
Tom, I got one more for you. What did you use the phrase, bare bones win? I'm so proud.
Oh.
You guys. So wait, what is amazing? Wait a second, I got it.
Well, yeah.
Josh, it's when they even, let's let their fangs go in your eyeballs.
Number 9. Oh, yeah, we'll murder that.
Guano dip. Guano's always there. It's a guacamole joke, Christy.
She knew she didn't like it. That's all, it's okay not to laugh.
Guano's.
Why did guacamole?
We
We have guacamole trees as well.
The line we have. You were very wrong. The guacamole's double what I was
Okay.
Oh, that's guacamole.
Fresh
Chips.
guacamole.
What's better than good guacamole? What's your bad one? Can you eat with lime?
I don't know if you can eat that.
The hardest thing was getting the leaf. I applaud it for your scorpion.
Now who's gonna play that GD master?
I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I do that?
Look at his leaf.
The American Kennel Club is out with a new list of the top U.S. dog breeds.
Number one doodle? Is it a doodle?
The doodles aren't recognized
They don't
by the
recognize
United by the
I can recognize the doodle. There it is.
Everywhere.
You know, it wasn't messing with, there's a science experiment.
All of the breeds are developed by men.
What?
Yeah, so this notion that the American Kennel Club
The French Bulldog is now the nation's most prevalent purebred canine.
Second for these
Deep growing Labrador retrievers from the top spot after a record 31 years.
Yeah, they're snowy, aren't they?
They breed, but it's just like a...
It's very labored.
It's actually a very big problem.
The move has both fans and critics concerned. Concerned that increased demand will lead to quick buck breeders,
Well, the fact that they're like $2,000 a piece should keep people from buying
which of course would
too many of them.
equate to unhealthy dogs. Others, however, worry about the ethics of propagating French Bulldogs, considering the breed's propensity for health and other canines, primarily due to
The French mistake.
their shortened older eggs.
Yeah, French Bulldog, you can always tell you're the ones that are smoking.
No.
Like something in my face from the
French Bulldogs get no more ill than other dogs. They're just spread.
Well, a fair joke, but not. Obviously, the gold standard of dogs.
They are sweet.
The problem is down there. The breeding is like crazy, and even worse.
Yes.
A year after you buy them.
Cars in the road.
I got a weird feeling. I'd go to you. You want me to go to you on?
Yeah, why don't you go meteorite hunting? We'll have that story coming up in a minute.
You want me to be hit by a meteor?
No, I want you to hunt one. He's out there with a baseball glove. One's already landed. You just have to go find it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
In any event, we also have for you, Josh,
Auto Group, you've made the right decision when you choose a Porsche certified pre-owned vehicle from Ray Catena Porsche. Not only does it meet the exacting standards set by Porsche, it has to meet the high standards set by Ray Catena. When choosing a certified pre-owned Porsche, choose Ray Catena Porsche. You're down to get married, he's 20, the fiance's 19. Is that too young in this day and age? I know a lot of people did it years ago.
But again, they have the resources. Like 19 and 20 years old for them is not like the average 19 to 20 year old getting married at that age with nothing. You know? To make that work would be hard.
Wife with you. Well, we were going to get married in 2 years, and your father had a fit, so we accelerated it. And I didn't get accepted because, like I said, because of my heart. And I never did have a heart problem since then, but they said I couldn't go in, so.
How wacky is that? That's crazy. So you got married, and what did you do for work?
I was an automobile mechanic, and one of our customers was a photographer who wanted us to take on in business. And if I didn't like the job, he was going to give me any money I needed, tools, or whatever I needed to run the business. But first I had to come and look at the job he offered me. And that was my career. I became a general manager in the printing company and retired from it.
And you had kids?
One son, 9 months, 3 days after we were married. So we were just at the time we were sweating it, we knew.
All right, George, thank you so much for sharing the story. Appreciate it. Eddie, it just makes you feel good that you sort of can touch a simpler time. And talking to these people and their stories. Eddie is in Egg Harbor. Hi, Eddie.
Hi, Dennis. Hi, Michelle. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. I've got a kind of a two-part story I think you're going to like. I met my wife. Thank you.
I'm so sorry about but you tell the story very well. Thank you. I was almost going to cry when I said she was called home.
But you're really, it's so complicated now.
So she's in Parlin. She's been married a long time.
Hi, Dennis. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Dennis.
How are you today?
We're great. How are you?
Very good. I've been married. We've been married 52 years. Married at 18. My husband died, passed away right after our 50th wedding anniversary. I would not have traded anything. I got to grow up with my children. My husband got to see his grandchildren grow up, and I have no regrets at all.
So how long ago did he pass away?
A year and a half ago.
And how are you holding up?
You know what? I take one day at a time.
You sound wonderful. You can hear it in your voice. You have a great spirit.
Again, could people do it nowadays? I don't think so. But again, regrets, I do not have. My children are grown. I have no regrets.
Good for you. Thank you so much, Janice, for sharing this story.
Thank you.
Take care. Appreciate the call. Wow. Yeah, great stories.
They really are.
Yes, they are. It's okay. A lot of good calls coming up too. All right, it's 12:44. Fast traffic. Your call coming up.
New Jersey's news, traffic, and weather authority.
Did you know the herd of rhinos is called a crash? Liberty Safes of New Jersey needs to make room for a crash of new safes from Rhino Metal, so they're offering 20% off the
Fucking idiot!
Discounts. Save 10 to 20% off Rhino retail prices, so they're offering 20% on the
Fucking idiots!
Discounts. Save 10 to 20% off Rhino retail prices.
Working man.
Joe Sixman. I'm a hard-working man.
He is Leland. Does a lot of driving. West Texas. Working on oil and gas stuff. Serious business. He just wanted to remind me of a story we did a few years ago about a one of those message in a bottle stories. We get them every once in a while. And he said,
That's
even more fascinating.
he said Bob referred to it as the first post-it note.
Yes.
That's very good. Thanks for the reminder, Leland. We certainly appreciate it.
Who invented post-it notes? I mean, I know that in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion, they say they invented
The famous story is that it was a mistake.
Oh, no kidding?
That they were trying to develop a glue, and it wouldn't stay. And then someone said, wait a minute, this might work.
It stays just enough.
Yeah.
Somebody at the 3M Corporation. You know, chimichangas were a mistake, too.
Were they?
They just dropped the burrito in the deep fryer. Boom, there you go.
What a great idea.
Cobbler was a mistake. Yeah.
There was a peach pie. Somebody dropped it on the ground. The
Mixed
person stepped on it. They said, hey, there's a shoe print in it. We'll call it coffee.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. True.
I had Toll House cookies. Chocolate chip, right? That's the thing. I'm sorry.
Ham was a mistake.
You see, you have a
Ham
sports.
was a mistake.
You have a
A
sports
pig
bulletin.
stumbled over and said,
They went, how about a real big piece of bacon?
maybe we should eat
And then they cooked it and they went, oh,
Sorry, I
this
brought it up.
No one could have blamed the Pittsburgh Pirates if they'd been in a funk on Tuesday night against the Astros. The Buccos lost talented shortstop O'Neal Cruz to a serious injury in Saturday's game, and they were kind of bummed out. And then the Astros took an early 2-0 lead Tuesday. Things did indeed look dim. That's when Korean-born Pittsburgh teammates Ji Man Choi and Ji Hwan Bae sixth inning, Choi hit a sixth inning home run, gave Pittsburgh a 3-2 lead. And after Pittsburgh put 2 men on base in the bottom of the ninth, with the score tied at 4, Bae did something even more spectacular. He belted a 3-run walk-off homer off of Astros closer extraordinaire Ryan Presley. Choi and Bae became the first Korean-born teammates to hit home runs in the same game. And here's what it sounded like, Josh, if you'd been back to South Korea. This is South Korea radio.
Cool.
Good morning.
대지환 오 들어올렸습니다. 자 크게 나와 오주가 넘어갔습니다. 대지환의 끝내기.
Those are all personal.
이런 데가 나오네요. 와 해적선을 승리를 움직이는 선수 자르바리 대한민국의 배지환입니다. 야이 해적선.
So what do you say?
That's pretty cool.
He said, hooray! So one of the longest words in Korean language.
So they're broadcasting all the games back in South Korea.
Oh, I know they're going crazy. Yeah.
That is so cool. I love it when you have the audio from other.
I know you do. I know you do.
They were excited.
Yes.
That's great.
But yeah, you don't want to hear about a true champion after this past weekend.
Oh, Jesus.
John Rahm
Is
winning the Masters.
this going to be this and the rich joke going to continue forever?
Visualize what it's gonna be like.
This is poorly recorded audio from the Masters that no one cares about.
And that's sports, unless I find something else.
Okay, thank you very much. I certainly appreciate it.
This is what you find it for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christian.
Get ready, Pat.
All
The
right.
hippopotamus descended from animals illegally brought to Colombia
She
by
was way
Pablo
too close to the
Escobar.
curb.
Killed in a collision with an SUV recently.
I would have bet hippo all day long on that.
Nope.
Yeah.
According to police, the vehicle's occupants were unharmed in the accident, which occurred on a highway from Bogota to Medellin.
steer you wrong.
The fight continues, right? Weekday mornings on New Jersey 101.5 and NJ 101.5.
Right now in Bradley Beach, 85, Madison, 84, and Jamesburg, 85. Fast traffic and instant weather every 15 minutes on New Jersey 101.5.
Wholesale to the public, and they grow what they sell. With the largest selection of tropicals, hanging plants, annual flats, roses, and so much more. LegalFarmsNJ.com. The prices are insane. So Tuesday night at Citizens Bank Ballpark in Philadelphia, the Phillies and Marlins played, and they had dollar dog night.
Get a dog for $1.
Unfortunately, there was also Greek night, so a lot of college kids there. And it became a hot dog fight. We were just throwing hot dogs all over the stadium. And some people got kicked out. Hopefully you just will, or at least for the season, till you learn your lesson. I would
This is a life of the season for the
season long. If you get caught, you're out for the season.
You're done.
Maybe mature.
I mean, he was there with his girlfriend, you're there with your kids. That's annoying when you're like trying to duck the cover because the hot dogs are being thrown around.
Sometimes you need to get kicked out. When you've been kicked out or banned. Dino is in Hadlet. Hi, Dino. Anyone where?
Well, they're open one in Tinton Falls. They got the other ones in Morris Plains.
Oh, all right. Uncle Giuseppe. So tell us your story real quick. We're running out of time.
All right. Well, in 1979, they opened up a brand new Burger King in Nutley. My sister is working there for, from the opening day. So for the day before they open, they invite all the family to come in so they can get everything warmed up, and you can eat as much as you want. Well, at least that's what they said. But apparently, at whatever I was, 10, 11 years old, I was able to eat more than they wanted because eventually I went up to the register to ask for some more, for another big.
Thank you. Great call. Appreciate you listening to New Jersey 101.5. Sean, hang on. I want to hear from you. When have you been kicked out of someplace or banned from someplace? I want to imagine. You would think Jen was ever kicked out of
I'm
someplace.
going to say Jen has been kicked out.
Banned? Banned as well?
Yep. Ooh, I want to hear the story.
Should we wait to hear where were you kicked out of?
It was a beefsteak Charlie's in New York City. What did you do? I don't want to tell you. Yeah, it was college, and we were in a sorority and fraternity, and there was some alcohol.
Beefsteak.
Do you remember beefsteak?
Of course. Portions of the news made possible by Beefsteak Charlie. It's 1:31, New Jersey 101.5.
Now the latest New Jersey news from NJ1015.com. The Jimmy's Water Hole wildfire in Ocean County that burned over 3,900 acres is at 100% contained, according to the State Forest Fire Service. Firefighters, however, will remain on the scene in Manchester to continue to improve containment lines and monitor the area to ensure public safety. Smoke conditions may remain for several hours. No one was injured, no homes or buildings damaged when the fire broke out on Tuesday near Route 7539 and Horicon Avenue. The cause is, of course, remains under investigation. Meantime, the Commute wildfire in West Milford, which is burned 250 acres, is 30% contained. According to the Forest Fire Service, the horse farm was threatened during the night by the fire and evacuated. Authorities say the terrain is rocky and steep, presenting a hazard from fallen trees and rocks. And this is peak wildfire season in New Jersey. There's already been 15 reported brush fires this week alone, including the ones you just mentioned. Greg McLaughlin, chief of the New Jersey Forest Fire Service, said there have been more fires in 2023 so far than at this point last year. They're taking more precautions, as they said.
Strictly statewide, all campfires and agricultural burns.
Because of this time, the New Jersey Forest Fire Service brings in additional aircraft on contract for fire suppression efforts. And Jen, download our free app. Sign up for breaking news, whether afterwards, send to your phone, customize it for your neighborhood, stay informed for future
southbound, a 2-mile jam coming into Route 22. That's due to the left lane construction where it's actually clearing in about a half an hour. On the turnpike north approaching exit 3, it's a crash blocking the right lane. Southbound to midday maintenance work approaching exit 5. Jammed up on both sides of 78 and Clinton right by Route 31. You'll find a left lane blocked each way, and westbound also slowing next at 11 with left lane repairs. The Atlantic City Expressway eastbound at exit 41, that's left lane construction. That's really backing up not only the expressway, but also 42 south coming into the Atlantic City Expressway, and 322 closed down to main Hey, look good tonight, close around 60. One more day tomorrow under partly sunny skies, cooling down Saturday, clouds and scattered showers, high 65 to 70. I'm Chief Meteorologist Dan Zara.
Harrison 84, Denellen 84, Mount Laurel 83. Fast traffic and instant weather every 15 minutes on New Jersey 101.5.
And traffic made possible by Veteran Care Services. Do you know that senior veterans and their spouses may qualify for a plan that can pay for $2,200 a month for your medical care? See if you or a loved one qualifies. Call Veteran Care Services now at 1-888-VETERAN.
Grown-up man me, but I mean, dude, he has the stop sign. I know that property. At least back then it had one. I know that for a fact. And he's like mowed me right down my house. And he just drives off. And that's another thing I wonder is if you know anybody that was ever hit by a car as a pedestrian or like on a bicycle or something like that. Like, does the driver even care these days? Or does the driver just be like, hey, screw you, get out of the way? Exactly, because that was the total attitude I got. All those
exit 3 for more than 2 miles. That's an accident blocking the right lane of travel. Southbound Route 1 slowing to Jersey Avenue in North Brunswick with maintenance work. And volume through long-term construction zone in East Brunswick on both sides of 18-year-old Bridge Turnpike. On 124 westbound in Chatham, right in the area of Van Doren Avenue, that's an accident with a down utility pole. Try 24 instead. Atlantic City Expressway jammed to Berlin Cross Keys Road with left lane repairs. That's backing up the 42 freeway south into the Atlantic City Expressway. And some volume on 295 south to connect to 45 and 43 with construction. And avoid 322 and Mays Landing is closed both ways near Garden Road. That is because of an accident. Shop Springfest at Lowe's and get the best values of the season before they're gone. Save on select major kitchen appliances, outdoor power equipment, and more. Shop Lowe's today. Traffic every 15 minutes. Next report, 2:33 from the Jack 1 Physical Therapy Traffic Desk. I'm Mike Barker on New Jersey 101.5.
New Jersey 101.5 and Big Joe Henry are going to blow your with the ultimate.
Shut up.
don't remember this. People at the scene told me. I went back. He ran over 2 feet away from I popped back up. And he took off.
So, okay, the way you just described that, about kids crossing, so arms spread, standing right in front of you. But you think this jerk did see you and just tried to get around? Is that what you think?
Well, the thing was, he was being chased by county cops.
Oh my God, and the jerk knew what he was just a 12-year-old?
Yes! I didn't feel it initially when the investigator from the police department told me. He said to me, he goes, "Are you okay?" I said, "Sure." I said, "I have my gates, my safety vest on, my gloves." He looked at me and goes, "Okay, ask me one question." I said, "What?" He goes, "Why do you have fire trucks on your kneecap?"
You were just like almost in shock, like you were just old-time
I was. Yeah, people were telling me about the thing. I'm like, no. He goes, yeah. And I guess, and then when they took me to the ER, I didn't even feel a thing. They said my adrenaline was pumping.
Yeah, that's why.
Took the shoe. When I took my shoe off, that's where they found the ankle and the part of the broke.
Oh, God. And so you can't even really say, because it was all so quick and with the adrenaline, you can't even actually say what that felt like to get hit by a car because you don't really have a memory of it.
I don't know, but somehow or other in all of this, and I still cannot figure this out, I got the VIN number off that car.
How?
What? Don't know. To this day, I got the license plate, I got the description of the kid.
But a VIN?
Don't ask me. I have no clue. I rambled it off to the investigator. He looks at me and he says, "What are you, a machine?" I went, "I have no clue."
That's bizarre. And what happened with the little kid? Yeah, how was the kid? How did the kid make up?
Well, we ended up going, and the little girl was fine. They said she was fine. It was me. I was worried. I took the blunt of it. I was worried about her because I had small children, and I was so worried about her, but she was fine. No, I'm not a hero. Oh, I'm not. But anyhow, I'm just glad she was okay. And, I have a reminder from all of this, learn your lesson. Be careful what you're doing in the street because you think you're Superwoman.
To stop for pedestrians. Back in the day, we used to not cross that street at all. That's what we were taught by our parents. And when they
A woman inside a dorm room at Fairleigh Dickinson University. The Morris County prosecutor says that on Easter, 21-year-old Jason Moore of Jersey said he forced the victim inside the dorm in Florham Park at night point, then held her there. Officials say Moore threatened and sexually assaulted the woman multiple times over the course of the event.
That's rehabilitation for 6 months. No payments and no interest for 6 months. This is a big deal. Next week I work with every financial system. Thousands of companies have already upgraded to NetSuite, gaining visibility and control over their financials, inventory, HR, e-commerce, and more. Everything they need to reduce manual processes, boost efficiency, build forecasts, and users generates millions or hundreds of millions of dollars. Take advantage of this special financing offer of no payments or interest for 6 months. Special. That's netsuite.com/special. netsuite.com/special.
I'm arming myself with everything I need for a fighting...
Napa is the fuel that helps drivers like you get up and go. Napa every 15 minutes, your next reporting.
New Jersey traffic brought to you by Parks Casino. Don't miss some great headliners coming to you at Bank Center Parks Casino. Live and Stutter and Katina Auto Group. Ray Katina Infinity of Edison has moved to the Ray Katina Infinity of Bridgewater. Now 2 Ray Katina dealerships in one location to give you an outstanding Infinity car buying experience. Visit Ray Katina Infinity of Bridgewater, Route 22 East of Bridgewater. 238 was the Houston Bureau. Have you ever been hit by a car? That's the obvious question. How did it happen? 1-800-223-108. You get yelled at as you're 7 lying there in a pool of blood. Now it's a pool of blood. It has to get blood. It was just road rash. I'm just being dramatic. But it was only 7. And what a good person you are, at a moment like that, to be able to still muster up some sympathy for the person who did it.
I was in my early 30s at the time. I had my son was 2 years old, and I thought, I don't want this kid, you know, to live the rest of his life.
No, you're a good person. Yeah. But I mean, at that moment, you still don't even know if your mom's going to survive or not. And yet you're what would have?
And I didn't know how she was a pedestrian. I'm like, where's your car?
Yeah, well, that's another thing, right? Like, you had to have all this kind of piece together after the fact. Yeah, but then you found out about the bad tire.
All right, thanks for sharing your stories. Welcome on to divorce.
Yeah, I got more years than that. So, yeah, that's what that was bad.
Is out of service. Grab 295 through the area as an alternative. That's a much better ride. Then as you go north, you want to try and grab the truck lanes going north of exit 6 because the car lanes are jammed up in East Brunswick approaching exit 9. That's an accident being cleared. And the truck lane's not a bad choice on the southbound side either because there is construction in Woodbridge right near exit 11 slowing things down just a bit. Parkway northbound at exit 140, broken down car cleared from the roadway. On 124 eastbound in Chatham, right in the area of Van Doren Avenue, we're slow. That is a crash. 295 northbound slow into the area of exit 36. That's for Route 73, a crash over on the right shoulder. And the Atlantic City Expressway is heavy eastbound near Berlin Cross Keys Road. That's left lane construction work. With nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care centers, Napa is the fuel that helps drivers like you get up and go. Traffic every 15 minutes. Your next report at 3:03. From the Jag 1 Physical Therapy Traffic Desk, I'm Mike Walker on New Jersey 101.5.
New Jersey 101.5 instant weather. Sunny, dry, breezy, very warm. That's today in a nutshell. We're seeing 80s across New Jersey. What a summer-like day. Now tonight will be fun. We'll see mainly clear skies and lows around 60 and squeezing out one more dry, very warm day for tomorrow. Highs lower to mid-80s with partly sunny skies. Changes arrive on Saturday, though. It'll be mostly cloudy, and we'll have to dodge some raindrops, scattered showers, and maybe a thunderstorm in the afternoon and evening. Highs on Saturday come down to around 65 to 70. From the Edison Heating and Cooling Weather Desk, I'm Chief Meteorologist.
In Port Leeds, 86, Keensburg, 84, Pennsauken, 86. Fast traffic and instant weather every 15 minutes on New Jersey 101.5. New Jersey weather brought to you by Fiat Chrysler Automobiles. The recalled airbags in some 2005 to 2010 Chrysler 300s and Dodge Magnums, Challengers, and Chargers are dangerous and must be...
Yeah, how the rest of this? Well, they've already changed in the last race.
Yeah, no, I know. You pulled out of it. Like you and your family. Probably even worse for your family. You were probably hated it and don't remember.
I actually got destroyed, and she was mad because my parents bought me a new
That's a good question because they actually called out the Monmouth County traffic fatality unit on me. Because I didn't even know that until a few days later when I was trying to figure out where my bike and everything was. They thought I was dead, but I ended up I had like a collapsed lung, broke like all the ribs on my one side. You know, my foot, my hand, my leg, my head. I think the divider. My head was the concrete divider, like when I bounced off the car.
Were you wearing a helmet?
No. The car got totaled. I didn't. So.
That's amazing. What was he charged with?
It's still going on, so I don't want to say too much about it. It was just last year. But they have them on cam. They have a camera like from the bank or whatever that was at the intersection. He entered the intersection 2 seconds after the light turned red.
Oh, that's so bad. And 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, a witness said they heard him speed up like when the light turned yellow.
Oh, that's the worst.
That.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't even remember, like, I left it, I don't even remember going through the intersection, you know what I mean? Like, I woke up in the hospital with, like, my body in a bed, but...
Well, seems pretty lame to say. Thank God you made it. I'm sure that thought occurred to you already.
All right, Jeff, thanks for calling. New Jersey 101.5.